season of mists and mellow fruitfulness. Close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run. To bend with apples the mossed cottage trees, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core. To swell the gourd and plump the hazel shells with a sweet kernel, to set budding more and still more later flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease, for summer has all brimmed their clammy cells. There's something very pleasant and comfortable about that opening line, season of mists and mellow fruitfulness. The alliteration of mists and mellow helps to create an atmosphere of softness, reinforced by the warmth of the maturing sun, again with that alliterative M sound. We've also got an alliterative link between fruitfulness and friend, and season and sun. And in line 3 we get conspiring, which forms a connection with close in the previous line, and bless, which picks up on the B sound of bosom, and then in line 4 the fr sound again, with that repetition of fruit. And then there's round and run. All this alliteration helps to reinforce the semantic connections between these words, creating quite a complex set of relationships. The season, autumn, is connected with the sun because they are friends, close friends, conspiring to produce fruit and fruitfulness. And it's notable that conspiring here is not something sinister, as the word usually suggests, but almost playful, as the season and the sun work together to create something good, to load and bless the world with ripe fruit. And the slight erotic overtones of bosom are balanced with spiritual well-being, expressed in that word bless. And then finally there's the R sound of the vines that round the thatch eaves run, developing the playful, light-hearted element hinted at by that word conspiring. So we've got a kind of network of connected words and ideas here, with the alliteration reinforcing the association between the autumn and the sun. The two of them good-humouredly working together to bring material and spiritual comfort to the world. What a positive picture. This material and spiritual comfort is intertwined with human life. The vines run round the thatch eaves, that is, round the roofs of the cottages where people live. There's a strong sense of the pastoral here, the idealised life of the country dweller. And of course, running through all of these opening lines is the sense of fruition, conveyed through words like mellow and fruitful, maturing and load, leading up to the 6th line of the poem, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core. But the poet's thoughts are leading in another direction, one that is ultimately less comforting, less ideal. The words swell and plump in the next line have a double edge to them. We start to feel that one can have too much of a good thing, and that idea becomes explicit as the poet talks of more and still more flowers for the bees, leading to the stanza's conclusion. Summer has o'erbrimmed, overfilled their clammy cells. The ripeness and the sweetness are too much, and that word clammy captures all the cloying sickness of ripeness turning overripe. So we begin with a season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, and we end with the clammy cells of bees. As so often in Keats's poetry, what appears to be an ideal world contains the seeds of its own contamination. Keats doesn't push this idea. He doesn't directly tell us where it'll all end, but he doesn't need to. He has very skillfully brought his readers to the point where it's obvious. At the height of its ripeness, the fruit will start to rot. The warm days will end, the bees will die, the season will move on.